Hi everyone, welcome to Dharma Earth's Dose of Dharma, and this is your dose of Dharma for today. So in the Buddhist religion, so we have frequently heard about the word Mara. Okay, so Mara, what is Mara? Mara, commonly, generally, it can be used to represent a being that disrupts, try to disrupt your meditation or your purification. Okay, by tempting you, by tricking you, by tricking your mind, etc. Okay, but what is exactly Mara? Do people really beat up with Mara? So let us see. There are many classifications of Mara. So today I will try to explain 5 types of Mara. Okay, so you can understand Mara that through these five classifications. Okay, not five classifications, but 5 categories. So 5 types of Mara. First type is what we call Kilesa Mara. Kilesa Mara are basically defilements. Okay, greed, hatred, delusion, jealousy, envy, stinginess, etc. Okay, ego, conceit. So why are defilements called Mara? Well, because these are the things. It is because of defilements that we cannot escape from samsara. We cannot escape from the round of rebirth. So these defilements, when somebody's mind arises some defilements, and if they follow it, if they do not abandon it, then this is what we call you can also say that they have been caught by Mara also. Why? Because the defilements are also regarded as Mara, right? For example, if greed happens in your mind, if temptation happens in your mind, and you follow it, then we will have followed Mara. Okay, if we are very pure in our mind and we do not follow, then we can say that, oh, okay, I have managed to fight off this Mara that happened, right? Like that. So first one is Kilesa Mara. Second type is what we call the Deva Putta Mara. Deva Putta Mara. So what is this? This is actually a real being, but this is a heavenly being living in the Vasavati Deva realm. Okay, so this kind of Devaputta Mara usually comes and disturb, only come and disturb when somebody is becoming an Arahant. Okay, like that. Generally it's like that, but there may be some exceptional cases, but usually it's like that. Okay, so this kind of heavenly being, why are they called Mara? Is because normally this kind of beings, they have a strong attachment to controlling the world. Okay, but if one attains arahantship, then they cannot control this person anymore. Yeah, so that's why they always try to hinder and try to obstruct anyone from becoming an arahant, right? So it's like that. Basically, they like to control. So the third one is what we call Kanda Mara. Kanda Mara. Kanda Mara, what is Kanda Mara? Kanda is aggregates. So basically we have 5 aggregates, right? The aggregate of materiality, the aggregate of feeling, the aggregate of perception, the aggregate of mental formations, the aggregate of consciousness. Okay, so materiality is materiality, and then the rest of the 4 is mental activity, right? So you see, as long as we have this body and mind, as long as we have materiality and mentality, then we are still under the control of this Kanda Mara, because we are still not free from samsara, and because we still have 5 khandas, that's why we still cannot escape. We are still under the control of this Kanda Mara. Sometimes when your body gives you problems, sometimes your feelings give you problems, sometimes your perceptions give you problems, sometimes your mental perception and mental formations and consciousness give you problem, then we have to suffer, isn't that so? It's like that. So that's why it's regarded as a Mara. So the next one is Sankhara Mara. Okay, Sankhara Mara means as long as we are still generating karma, whether it's good karma or bad karma, then we have still not escaped from samsara, from the round of rebirth, from old age, sickness and death, right? And because of this sankhara, because this karma, then we have that fuel to fulfill the conditions to continue to have rebirth. Okay, but once we attain arahantship, then all the karma will be known as dysfunctional karma. So there's no good or bad karma anymore. This thing is called dysfunctional, something like that. So at that time, those karma will not be supportive condition for future rebirths. Then we can say that when you attain that, then we can say that we are free from this sankhara mara. Okay. Then the next one is machu mara. Machu is death. Okay. Death mara. Why is death known as a mara? Because it was meant to mean to hold sway over the world. So the world is always every being in the world. As long as we haven't attained nibbana, definitely will have rebirth and death. Right? Definitely will be death. So that's why death is also known as a mara. Like that. So when you have difficulties, when you meet up with difficulties in your practice, sometimes it's not always because of the Devaputta Mara. Sometimes it's because of our kilesa, sometimes it's because of our karma. Then we meet up with these different situations. That's why it's always good to follow the Buddha's instructions. Always purify the mind and not allowing even one evil or unwholesome thought to grow, to take its roots in our mind. Okay, they may arise, but we don't have to let them take root in our mind. Okay, and that is what we call diligent in the Buddhist context, in practice, right? Okay, so introduce these 5 types of Mara, which this sharing is helpful to all of you. And I wish all of you to be well, peaceful and happy, and may the Triple Gem bless all of us to be able to attain path, fruition and Nibbana as soon as possible. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.